Hey there, it's Mike here. You guys know me as Mike from Maine. And today we're going to be taking a look at a video called How I Earn $6,500 a Month in Passive Income Fired Up. So, this is a series by CNBC Make It where they talk about people that have joined the FIRE community. That's financial independence, retire early. These are people that want to leave the workplace faster simply by saving much more of their income than is traditional. A lot of people say you should save like 10 to 15%. These people are putting away upwards of 60, 70, 80% in order to retire faster and not have to work for the rest of their lives. So I'm going to go ahead and like this video. If you guys can go and like my video as well, it really helps out with my YouTube channel and I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. Let's pop into this.
For me, being someone who's in the FIRE community is about freedom.
When I first off, I see that little baby there and I think to myself, you're going to need a lot of money to retire with that kid.
I love what I do. I still don't want to do it for the next 30 years of my life.
Ooh, drinking wine already. That's the FIRE like lifestyle there, right? You're going and you're able to get up when you want. You can drink when you want. You can do what you want. It's up to you.
5 seems like a really weird, arbitrary time to retire. So why don't I just change that number to 40 or 35 or 37? Hi, I'm Amberly. I'm 34 years old and I achieved financial independence in February of 2022.
How this 34-year-old built a net worth of $835,000 to retire early. That's a pretty nice net worth there, but hard to leave your job. I mean, she doesn't have $1 million yet. I would think that she might want to get up to $1 million before she just like stops working altogether. Fired up. That looks like a nice place.
I've really only made between $13,000 and $20,000 a year up until 5 years ago. And when I got my first job with $50,000 a year, I realized I can save so much money. So I
guess, yeah, if you're able to survive with less money and you get a big bump in it, just keep on living on what you're earning and put the rest of it away.
Continued to keep my expenses really small. I only spent $1,300 a month back then, so I had a lot of leftover money. And to me, that was like the first time I could.
Why was she looking on the Facebook Marketplace? I'm curious about that.
Really pursue FI.
Okay, she makes $145,000 a year plus up to a 20% bonus as a senior project manager. How can you leave that? How can you retire from doing that if you've got that money coming in? Like, that would be really hard for me. $78,000 a year from rentals. Nice. That's why she's on Facebook. Look, she's renting out her apartment.
I've recently had a child 7 weeks ago, and that has changed things
That'll change a lot.
Now I spend about $3,400 a month when it comes to personal expenses. I support my partner while we're working through a visa. He can't work, and it's been a year.
That's visa stuff is really hard. I've experienced that. So that's great that she's able to support him.
And so that's all dependent on me to provide for my family. I have been able to spend and get whatever.
The milk next to the knives, just as a dad, kind of scares me.
Whatever we need for our child without feeling extremely stressed. We're still saving almost 70% of our income because we have so much coming in and our expenses are low, even with these crazy extra expenses from our child.
That's the mistake people make, is they start making a lot of money and then they start just like spending a lot of money. So if you can avoid that, then you're going to be able to save a lot, and in the next 5-10 years from now, perhaps be able to retire early or not have to worry as much about how much money is coming in every month.
My current finances are 2 401k accounts that total $119,000, a taxable brokerage account with $55,000, a Roth IRA with $37,000 in it, 2 HSAs that total of $12,000, a 529 education account for our kid, which is $9,000, and 1 company stock account, which is $6,000.
She doesn't have a lot of cash.
Truthfully, I can be completely FIRE right now. I only need a total of $40,000 a year to cover every single expense that I have.
Good.
So that's $1 million in a brokerage account, or the cash flow that I currently have, which is $6,500 a month. But it turns out I don't think $40,000 is enough.
I don't think so either. She estimates it's going to take her $100,000. Yeah, she probably will.
I'm going to continue with my day job for the next 3 to 5 years.
So she's not retired early. Okay, so that's why I guess the title "How I Earned $6,500 a Month in Passive Income" is more appropriate. Like she hasn't really retired early.
Put another $140,000 to $200,000 away into a taxable brokerage account, and by that time, in 3 to 5 years, my entire liquid savings will be about $750,000 with cash flow from houses on the side. That will be plenty of enough money
set.
for me to feel comfortable quitting my job and walking away.
Yeah. Ooh,
For me, there's some scarcity mindset when it comes to finances. I grew up very poor, and so a number will never satisfy that little hole in my heart that feels like I'm never gonna be secure enough when it comes to finances. I could work 10 years, and that wouldn't be because of finances, that would be because of my insecurity about money.
She moved from the US to Ottawa. Okay, so she's American.
So I always thought I'd follow a traditional path. I would go to university, get married to like my high school or university boyfriend, have some kids, get a house in Ottawa. And all of a sudden,
I like that bike up there on the wall. That's an interesting, it's almost like, I wonder if she actually rides it or if that's just a decoration.
one day I decided that I was not going to apply to university. I had made a decision that I was going to become a millionaire. And so that drive to do more, be more, and have more has been a huge defining factor in my adulthood.
Being like the ambition to be a millionaire, I guess, is it more of an ambition to have like freedom? Is that the ambition? Because like, the money doesn't really change things. It's the freedom that does. She spent 6 years traveling and doing odd jobs. Okay, I've done stuff like that. She decided to get her bachelor's degree at 25.
Ended up working at a tech company where I was a project coordinator. I was making $52,000 a year, more than double my parents what they had made.
She grew her salary. Oh, she started to buy housing. There we go. Buying assets.
One of the ways that I found that I could exponentially change my journey to FIRE, instead of wait 15 years of saving my pay.
Is she listing her apartment that we were just in there? Maybe that's not her apartment. That's $2,500 a month, 1 bathroom, just steps from the beaches. Nice.
Check at 50%. I could buy real estate and make money off of real estate. My partner and I decided to move in together and purchase a house, which is always a risky endeavor.
Yeah, that sounds risky. 20% down on a 500. So, okay, so she put down 100K and then it didn't work out. She bought him. Okay, so now it's hers.
I started renting it out in May of 2019, then started doing short-term rentals shortly after.
It's probably Airbnb. She lived in the upper duplex unit while renting the basement unit. That's really smart.
For my second property, someone approached me about purchasing it from the seller directly.
She put $98,000 down on her second rental property at 7. Wow, that's not a very large amount.
I only had 60 at the time, and so I was in a pinch and needed to figure out where I was going to find $40,000.
Sounds like she's got a lot of debt though for that real estate. I'm wondering how much debt she has here because she showed her assets. She didn't show her debt.
So I was able to take some money out of a HELOC out of my current property that I was living in to finish that down payment off. And then it took me about a year to pay back that $40,000 HELOC.
In October 2022, Amberly purchased her third property for $511,000. How much debt does she have?
Which is going to be our like family home. And I only put 5% down because I wasn't planning on buying a property and had been putting all my money towards my brokerage account and not my savings. So that one is a lot less than I actually would feel comfortable with.
She must be using her rent payments to pay all that off. She plans to buy more. She's going all in. Good for her.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Fin Talks.
And
we are talking healthcare
she's got
today.
Some courses or something
Amberly Grant Finance is actually in the negative because I run around the country going to speaking events and speaking at different places like Austin, California, Minneapolis.
It's great. She's taking her knowledge and monetizing it. Plans to retire when she reaches $750,000
I never see
in
myself
investment
fully
accounts.
retiring.
Smart.
Like the FI part of FIRE is actually what I'm going for, that freedom to do whatever I want. And what that looks like to me is bike riding to the grocery store, hanging out with our new kid, having my family go on traveling, like going on vacation to other places or living abroad for a little bit. So that's something that FIRE will bring us, is that we can have the flexibility to be wherever we want. It makes us have a lot of freedom and the ability not to feel too much stress on a day-to-day basis.
Love it. I mean, she's really got her stuff together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'm really interested in hearing about it. If this is something that you're currently doing, investing, trying to, like, would you want to be able to retire early? Also, please like this video. It really helps out with my YouTube channel, and hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Thanks.